Recettear review, Capitalism Ho Merchant Edition. I hear this is definitely Capitalism Sim.
Hey people, Sseth here. Have you ever watched one of those sad documentaries about the living conditions of sweatshop workers in Thailand and thought to yourself, those poor people, they make products that sell for hundreds, yet they earn a single dollar for their labor. That's terrible. Those workers are clearly overpaid.
Oh my god, Sseth, please!
I'd pay them half. Then I've got exactly the game for you, Recettear, released in 2007 and translated from Mandarin Chinese in 2010. On the surface, Recettear is a game about the true merchant experience of being a professional shill. As such, it resonates strongly with my own personal belief and culture. Instead of being a random, adventuring schmuck that risks their own life and limb to put bread on the table, you play as a child that risks their very soul by venturing into the most dangerous, cutthroat, and oppressive arena of all, the arena of business.
Oh no.
However, beneath...
Oh yes, this is really a game. This is actually a game, chat. Yes, it is.
The surface, Recettear is also a social commentary on whether or not it's ethically acceptable to hold a child financially responsible for her father's debt. Spoiler, in this world, yes, we absolutely can. Now, get to work. The story is very simple. Recette has a father who took a huge loan from the Rothschilds in order to finance his item shop.
I saw the Evangelion. I saw the nerve. Oh my god.
Without first reading the fine print or the terms and conditions. Realizing that he has no way of making repayment, he does what most absent fathers do. He heads out of town looking for Coke Vanilla and is never seen again.
Oh my god, it's savage.
Immediately after, a loan shark appears. As you figured out from the title, Tyr is the secondary companion in Recettear, and from day one has psychologically engineered Recette into a state of Stockholm Syndrome, thinking that she is somehow friends with her debt repayment supervisor, who is a fantastic, genuine, and warm person, who is entirely ready to throw a child on the street if she doesn't make those deadlines. But don't worry, there's a generous amount of time to settle your debt, an entire calendar month. As such, you have an increasingly high loan to repay each week, or you get evicted and die in poverty. Welcome to capitalism. Gameplay. Recettear is a high-speed simulation of a capitalist dream or the capitalist nightmare, depending on your personal ability and genetic factors.
Jeez, it's just coming so fast. It's wild. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is chat's version of reincarnated as a vending machine for Kip. I don't know. I don't know about that one.
For each day, you have a finite resource. It's called time. And there's 4 blocks of time in each day. How you spend it is pivotal to your success. Grabbing inventory from a local merchants guild takes a block. Opening the store for business takes a block. Hiring some schmuck to steal loot from the dungeon takes 2. Also, he might not come back. Everything in Recettear is measured risk and reward. Your only objective is to pay off a damn loan shark. But you can approach that objective in any way you see.
Jesus, holy Christ, eggs. This man in 2023 could pay like 3 mortgages with that many eggs. Like egg prices early this year were nutty.
Fit every day is completely randomized, and you can't predict what happens next on the free market. The invisible hand of a free market is told to you through news bulletins, which, to paraphrase, sound like this. Valuable material prices have stabilized. Weapon prices are up. Oh, and also there's a race riot happening in the north. The news in this game is amazing. These bulletins take place every morning, but they can trigger any time and force a rapid change in your sales strategy.
Oh no.
Let's say a news report comes in that the local harvest has failed completely. Food prices are up and people are getting desperate. How can we help? Well, we buy the remaining food supplies, put them on display, and sell them back to the people for a reasonable price.
Oh baby, that's... This game is so meta.
Of course, you can't put a price on feeding your family, can you? But, I can. 260% of the base value. Thank you for your business. You don't have an alternative. Other times, you can have a complete lapse of judgment. Buying a commodity in bulk and selling it in high numbers will crash the market. Prices hit rock bottom, and until they correct, you better have a backup plan, or you're going to be evicted. The act of being a merchant in Recettear is a very personalized experience. You put something on display, you attract a certain kind of clientele.
Oh,
For
no.
example, a man haggles much less than a woman. I can easily upmark his purchases to 125% without a single complaint. But the moment I dare charge a housewife 120%, she will immediately haggle me down to 110, despite the fact that women have twice the disposable income to spend compared to men.
Huh. Huh. There's a commentary there. There's a commentary about having more money and choosing how to spend it. I kind of love it, actually.
What did they mean by this? Honey, I had to purchase this Buddha statue for $5,000 because it just fit into the decor of our room. Yes, I know food prices have doubled. That's why I took your Fredo bar you were hiding from me under the bed and sold it for $500. Small children are also equally baffling. They go into a bookstore, browse the selection, and then ask me if I have any food. Each successful transaction results in a tiny drop of merchant experience. This is worthless. The only way to level up is stringing together as many transactions as physically possible, allowing you to become a truly powerful merchant until you become semi-successful, and then this bitch shows up. She'll try to scam you with insane prices, and if you don't take it, she'll break your entire combo.
Oh no. Oh no, the Karen has arrived and wants to speak to the manager.
Urea? More like urea, because she's an incarnation of human waste. As your merchant levels increase, your options expand, and the game gets increasingly more complex. You can customize the appearance of your store to attract different customers. You can expand the store to hold more items on display. You can fuse dungeon items together for less money, but exponentially more time. You can have customers sell you their garbage for garbage prices. You can agree to take advance orders from customers, only to forget about it until they come screaming the next day. You can even automate the whole process by replacing your entire store with vending machines, eliminating unnecessary human contact and streamlining the process of hands exchanging money.
I love that this is truly the commentary of all time on capitalism. Whoa.
Need social distancing when our employees are unpaid, unfeeling golems whose only purpose is to serve you watermelon at competitive prices. Now, it is traditionally believed that you can't finish this game by staying in town. Bullshit. I finished the game in 2 days of play, and I didn't even need the dungeon. All I needed was some interior decoration. Turns out the best customer is your own business rival, because holy shit, she buys everything for 150%.
What?
Alouette, you are my MVP. For everyone.
Ayo, what? I can't even with that. God, that's funny. God, that's funny. Oh man, that it shouldn't be funny, but it really is.
Anyone else? You might have to go into the dungeon. My condolences, because the dungeon is not very good. You go inside, kill monsters, and open chests. Very often, they don't contain items. They contain something to fuck you over in a variety of different ways. Each time you get hit, your main character screams. This happens often, so get used to it. Often, you'll stay in a dungeon until you find something of value to justify spending your time in this god-awful place, which is filled with all manner of fantasy creatures we know and love, such as vegetable, animal, and of course, tentacle. I fucking hate the dungeon. But it's the only place where ingredients drop, and you need these to make fusion items. Some examples are toothpicks, cotton balls, and bat wings, which can be used to make soup. Honestly, anything you encounter down here is not dangerous. They're benign and completely harmless. Imagine robbing the elderly. You wouldn't call them monsters, would you? They're more like walking loot dispensers. Yeah,
Seth just hits hard every single video. Like I want to be more transformative. I'm really struggling because it's so good. It's such a beautiful commentary.
Let's cut this part of the script. Once you get their business card, the adventurers do get better. The dungeon, however, does not. It is the same randomly generated grid, copy-pasted several hundred times. But Seth, there's boss fights. Correct. They take about the same amount of time to kill as vegetables. I implore you, become a better merchant today. If not for the love of money, then from the deep, existential fear of having to go through the equivalent of Dante's Inferno and the 9 circles of hell just to come back with a fucking back scratcher. Recettear is a very charming little title, and it's quite different from the rest. I find the act of shilling endlessly to be very relaxing, and I think you will too. Even when you finish the main story, there's still more content. It's not much, but endless mode lets you experience everything you missed without time constraints. There's a lot of little side stories. Yes, they are wholesome and endearing, but I'm just here for the money. Also, don't stay on the main menu or your ears are going to bleed. If you're a masochist, you can play the Dante Must Die difficulty mode, Survival Hell, where the debt never truly ends. It only keeps increasing until you're financially crushed. Oh, and
man, that's got to be some like awful interest rate. That's got to be like a several $1,000% loan. Wow. Compounding per diem. Oh my god, that's a nightmare.
So all your progress is gone. Good luck. I give Recettear a 10 out of 10 years ago, back when this game was still relevant. I still play it sometimes to relive my ancestry, so I thoroughly recommend it. Unfortunately, the game never goes on sale. Correction, the game is currently on sale.
Damn it, I'll have to get it when it's on sale next.
And $15 for something older than the average Pyrocynical subscriber is unreasonable. Thus, I strongly encourage you to use a VPN and buy the game in Argentinian pesos, which converts roughly to about $3. Also, I'm proud to announce that I'll be streaming on DLive for the next month. How? Why? Because the Trump of cryptocurrency has bought out the platform, and he made me an offer I couldn't refuse. That's 4 streams of 2 hours once a week each Saturday at the following times. Come and hang out. It'll be fun. We are literally the second biggest stream besides PewDiePie because we actually have a script. As always,
there's just so much here.
More content to come, so stay tuned. A warm thanks to the many members of a Merchants Guild generously funding and bankrolling these videos. This one, however, is completely free. You're all truly wonderful. Have a good one.
Seth, please. I love it. It's so good. Like, there's so much there. And I've definitely heard good things about Recettear over the years. Oh my god, have I heard good things about it. It is such a good capitalism simulator. And that's what it's really known for. It's... God, that's so good. APR is only... God, it's awful. That was beautiful. Have you played Recettear? Have you not played Recettear? What could you add about Recettear? Did you have any favorite memories of this? Would you play this game after Seth's review, quote unquote, of it? Let me know in the comments down below, and I will see you in the next one. I gotta go laugh for a second.